For decades, what we've been relying on is surgery, radiation, and chemotherapy, and that really only got us to a certain extent. One of the key features of cancer is that it actually deactivates or hides itself from the immune system, and that's where the advent of something called chimeric antigen receptor T cells, or CAR T cells for short, became important. The basic idea is that you're retraining these T cells to now to rediscover cancers that are hiding. So I describe CAR T cells as being super T cells or super army cells, if you will.
Precision medicine, that's what this is. Instead of using and buying things from other people, you're actually utilizing the person's own immune system and really pushing on it in the right way to fight the actual cancer itself.
The difficulty with CAR T cells is a very difficult process to make them, and it's also very expensive. So that's where the idea came from. What if we could make our own CAR T cells for a fraction of the cost and hopefully with the same type of effectiveness? And that's what born out of creating a made in Alberta CAR T cell solution. And nearly 2/3 of patients are able to stay in a long-term remission and what we consider to be a cure effectively in these patients. So far, so good.
It's worked out really well, and it could really only happen in Alberta, I think, given the centralized nature of facilities like the Cross and the Tom Baker as well. Cancer will only be the tip of the iceberg with this. This has vast implications for multiple diseases and really it changes the face of medicine, I believe, altogether. I could see a very big implication from this cancer therapy treating many, many people in many, many branches of medicine with many diseases over the next 20 to 50 years.
So really, the ACF is indispensable in the sense of being a partner in this initial clinical trial, and really, partnering with us as we start to view the future and try to create a program around cell therapy research, cell therapy clinical application. I think a big thank you to the donors, and I think of it like as a family again. So, as a community and as researchers, none of this happens by ourselves. We really can't. We don't operate in a bubble or in a vacuum. And that realistically, research is hard, research is expensive, and that realistically, it's the support that we've gotten from donors, the trust that we've gotten from donors, and the belief that we're going to be able to get something done, to be able to accomplish and even get this clinical trial off the ground. To be honest, I look back at it and I'm kind of surprised we were able to do it in the first place with all the different hurdles that we've had to jump over. And one of the biggest one, easiest ones, surprisingly, was actually getting the donor support to be able to do that. And so again, a big thank you to the donors. It really is a family affair.